Happy birthday, Aquarius men, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I'd like to do is just going to give you a who's coming towards you romantic reading. And gentlemen, this reading is valid until the end of next month here. Okay, I'm also going to be posting more readings for you guys too as we go along. Okay, so what I've decided to do, gentlemen, is to use my Lenormand's deck as I already shuffled and illustrated. I also decided to use a few other oracle cards to just give you a bit more additional advice regarding your situation here. Okay? So, my objective with this reading is that basically I'm going to just try to explain to you and give you a brief description of the female and or females that I'm seeing coming towards you, as well as provide you with possible occupations, you know, to kind of give you a sense of the person that I'm kind of speaking with here. Okay? So, if this reading resonates for you guys as we go along, go on and like and share. And be sure to subscribe, gentlemen. Okay? And let's get started first with just making a few general observations regarding the cards here, the Lenormand's card here. Okay? Just to give you a brief preview of the or description of this woman I'm seeing. Okay? It appears that there are several here, gentlemen, in this reading. As you can see here, know that you have two females shown. So there's a lot of them here. There's multiple lovers I'm feeling. But I do feel that someone appears to be a workaholic, very sneaky, very deceptive, very cunning, you know. I'm seeing someone with a very low self-esteem, very anxious and stressed, you know. A person who is very indecisive and has a very, very dry personality. And it seems that is an ex, someone from whom you've been estranged, that's lonely, you know, or feels a bit guilty. And she seems to be going through a transitory type period, okay? It could be even your wife or some of you, or in fact your girlfriend or an ex, okay? I'm also seeing a very popular type woman too. Someone very inspiring too that I'm kind of getting here. Okay, I'm seeing a very distant, a very reserved, and stubborn type woman as well that I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's look at these bottom card energies just to give you a sense of the energies that are kind of coming towards you within this time frame in question. Okay, we have the ship and we have the horseman here. So let's start off with the ship then, or just give you some, just make a few general observations about those two cards first. It seems that some of you may even be taking a road trip or you may travel. It seems that maybe some of you might be going back and forth. I'm kind of feeling in sense as it relates to a relationship, you know, or or someone might be coming from afar or traveling from afar that I'm kind of getting here. It's going to be seems like a brief visit perhaps. And for some of you, it could even potentially be some type of meeting with a foreigner or someone again at a distance. Okay. So let's just get more into the meat of these cards. Okay. We have the ship. Okay. So with the ship, Jupiter is the ruler and it denotes fire signs. Okay. Leo, Sagittarius, as well as Aries. And gentlemen, this card is all about, travel, adventure, you know. And it certainly shows here that the person identified by this card could be, as I said, foreign, or they could be of Asian or black descent, or Mediterranean too with this. They just have very dark features here, or tan and exotic like, or potentially for some of you, even an immigrant, could be even a person who is potentially works as a travel agent or works in the travel industry for some of you, okay? And next here we have that horseman, as I've already indicated, okay? Mercury is denoted by this card, and it rules, in air signs. It picks up on air signs, Libra, Gemini, as well as Aquarius. And this card brings about, new happenings, new people, new situations. So, gentlemen, it seems that this woman is quite fit. I'm feeling outgoing, very independent, a very possibly Chanel type woman, very active, flashy. And she could even potentially work like at the post office or does some type of postal work, or she might even work perhaps in freight business, something like that that I'm kind of getting. Okay? So just giving you a story with those two cards, it appears gentlemen, that many of you will uh, be dealing with or will be thinking about a long distance type relationship and might even decide to travel. And I feel that for some of you, it includes both your ex and someone new, I'm feeling, for whom you'll feel a very strong connection, okay? And that's the energy that's kind of, so it seems like it's more of an ex and a new lover that's kind of coming towards you here, okay? So let's go on and look and get started with looking at the cards that represent your past here, or things that you may have already experienced, gentlemen, or things that you might in fact be, kind of experiencing now. Just by looking at some of these combinations, I'm seeing a potential job loss or something that may have occurred, or some type of reorganization that may have happened, either to you or to the woman that you would like to kind of reconnect. You know, I'm seeing a lot of stressful decisions, and I'm seeing that this relationship seemed to have been a bit draining. You know, but it seems to be calming down a bit. Just looking at how your cards are kind of ending there. Okay. So let's look at the first card here that we have. We have a very, very sneaky card here. We have the Fox. Okay, so with the Fox, Neptune is the ruler and it connects with fire signs Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And of course, as you would imagine, the Fox is all about deception, lies and traps. So this woman potentially could have been a woman who is very, deceptive, short, I'm picking up, flirtatious, even for some of you, she may have reddish type hair or freckles, but she's very street smart, a trickster, a liar that I'm getting here, very untrustworthy, you know, and she might even be involved in terms of the type of work in either criminal or crime type work, or doing slimy deals here that I'm getting with this card, because this is a con artist type card. And what sits right closely here, we have the mice. Okay? So Saturn is the ruler as well as Uranus, and it connects with fire signs Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And this card brings about a lot of stress. So it shows that this woman certainly is a very stressful woman. She's worries a lot, and she's grieving, I'm feeling. She might even suffer from some type of mental disorder. She's very jumpy, gentlemen, very tired, even cheap and stingy. And I'm also getting the sense that she even wears wigs or hair extensions, because I'm seeing some type of problem going on with her hair in some sense, I'm feeling. And she might even work odd and ends jobs, but whatever it is that she's doing, it appears very stressful. Okay. Then we had the sit. Okay, with the sit, gentlemen, Mars, it's the ruler, and it connects with air signs once again. Libra, Gemini, as well as Aquarius. So this card is all about shocking things that happen, shock waves. And it shows that this woman is quite judgmental, hurtful, very cold, like a cutthroat type, person. She might even potentially be a hairstylist, or I'm kind of seeing a woman too that has visible scars. She could even be a seamstress or a dentist for some of you. Okay. Next here we have the dog. Okay, with the dog, Venus is the ruler, and it connects with water signs Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Herein represents the X. That's certainly an X here that you've been dealing with, or someone that's kind of coming back towards you again. So, and you felt that you really could trust this person. This person is quite persistent, and it connects with water signs once again Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. She was quite persistent, and she could even be a counselor, an assistant of some sort, or works, even as a cop or police or something like that. But I'm certainly picking up that you felt that you can kind of really, ladies, trust this female here. And next here, we have the labyrinth. Okay? So that symbol is all about kind of starting over. And I'm going to give you guys a consolidated story here so that you can understand this card a lot better after discussing here the next card that we have here, which is the coffin. So, with the coffin, gentlemen, Pluto is denoted in the connection with fire signs Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And of course, this card is all about negative influences. Major life changes that tend to come about. So this lady To me, she appears to have been very needy, destructive, even ill. I'm feeling very unhappy, happy. You know, I'm seeing like deep sad eyes, and that she perhaps, even if she worked, it looked like the employment was like a tedious type position, gentlemen. Okay? So, what I'm going to do now, gentlemen, is that I'm going to go on and just give you a consolidated story to help you understand what you might have already experienced or what you might be in the process of experiencing. So, many of you, gentlemen, will be, or you may have already dealt with, someone very deceptive, one who looks to me to have had a hidden agenda, and one who more than likely, gentlemen, used you. A very toxic type situation, you know, that kind of caused, I'm saying, a horrible separation, you know. But I'm feeling that because you have the labyrinth uh, card there, that card again is all about starting over again or kind of going through, this very perplexing situation that you've been going through. But this card is telling you that if you want to continue on with it, certainly is going to require some effort on your part, and just connecting here with one of your oracle cards here, make the effort here, because great love is kind of worth, kind of taking the necessary steps. And with this card, it requires your intuition. When you're getting a nudge or something to move forward in a certain situation, gentlemen, this is the make your effort card there. And along with that, gentlemen, the next it seems too that you know with this woman, she wore a mask. I'm feeling, and she protected diametrically opposed type roles, and perhaps you really didn't really take the time to kind of get to know the person, or you need to take the time to get to know this person a little bit better, because what she says you can't really take with a grain of salt. It looks like that she was a bit fake here. Okay? And then I'm feeling here that along with that, I'm feeling that some of you might have, or you're gonna will, or you may have gotten already divorced or separated, I'm saying, or you're just simply grieving this ending that I'm getting. Okay? So let's move towards the future, because this is the woman that symbolizes her. So these cards are your future cards, these last cards here. Okay? So just looking at those combinations here, I'm surely seeing you meeting someone new and potentially even falling in love, because you're going to be feeling like they're your soulmate in some sense. But I feel it's going to be a slow process I'm getting. And it looks like that whatever you find yourself involved is going to result in some type of a stalling type romantic type situation due to procrastination, which will make you sometimes lose faith, gentlemen. Because it seems that either it looks like both women I'm kind of getting here potentially have a blocked heart. Okay, so let's see why that might be the case here. So we have next here, um, with that card here, we have the heart, and Venus is the ruler, and it connects with water signs: Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So it certainly shows that it looks like this is more associated with this new woman, that she's very, very passionate and sensual, and has a big heart, and she might even does some type of humanitarian type work. And then with this card here, the stars, Jupiter is governed, okay? And it connects with air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So it shows that she's even quite popular, well known, or kind of well respected in her field. Even, in fact, gentlemen, a perfectionist. Even she could be a web designer, or does some type of IT work, or perhaps works at night, okay? And then we have the mountain, okay? So with the mountain, Saturn is denoted, and it connects with earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this card brings about a very uncooperative type energy here. So it shows that this woman, you're going to eventually find that she's going to be a bit too uncooperative. And it might be because she's so popular, perhaps, and independent, but she's certainly stubborn. And I'm also getting a sense that there's a woman that you might be dealing with that might also be unemployed here, because it ends here with her at the end of the reading here. Okay, so I'm going to go on and give you a future story of what I'm seeing that's coming towards you. So again, gentlemen, many of you are going to kind of meet a new woman in whom you're going to feel a very strong affinity. You're going to feel as if she's your soulmate or a strong soulmate type connection. And you're going to want to kind of fall in love with this person, or some of you might fall in love with this person. But a challenge, gentlemen, is certainly is going to arise here because you have the mountain, there. And your situation might become a bit stalemated. And due to you not being able to kind of see things eye to eye, I'm kind of feeling that one of you might even decide to block one another, perhaps. you know or gentlemen, you might even wishfully thinking for something to manifest that won't. you know or you're going to want your situation to go somewhere when it may not. Okay, but despite all of that, just looking at these cards, we certainly see that the reconciliation card here is certainly a factor here. You are going to be reconciling with someone from whom you've been estranged, but I just don't see anything really materializing with this new person. But you still seem to be having problems with your ex as well. Because perhaps, gentlemen, family issues might be a factor that's affecting the flow of your relationship. Perhaps, gentlemen, there's something that's going on within your head that you might need to understand or unravel. Perhaps uh, something that the parents may be the culprit behind this with this card. So you need to heal these family issues in order to move forward, gentlemen, in your relationship because it makes it better. And also, gentlemen, try to start acting like as if your partner is really already here because, gentlemen, whether you really have someone else in your life or not, act as if they are, really with you, so you will always kind of consider that a viable possibility. And understand that with any romantic situation, honesty is always essential and it's the best policy. So speak with love and speak your truth, and try to be very authentic, be real and true to who you really are and, really how you feel. And it seems that there's a need here for forgiveness, gentlemen, because nothing is gained by really holding on to past disappointments here that I'm kind of getting by just, viewing that card here. And perhaps many of you might even be, in fact, trying a bit too hard here. Be patient because your relationship, gentlemen, with one another is really, I feel it's about to deepen. And really, love kind of conquers and transforms all things, but you need to kind of be honest about your situation a bit more and kind of, gentlemen, give each other some space, perhaps at the moment, and trust and really have faith that all will, in fact, work out, gentlemen, for the best here. Okay? And understand, too, that there's sometimes a deeper reason for why things are happening this way, you know? And it seems that you have options, or you will have options that will kind of reveal themselves to you as you move forward within your situation. Okay? And understand, gentlemen, another important thing is that, always understand too that I'm kind of seeing here is that your spiritual awareness is certainly growing. And so too is your sexuality. And sensuality, gentlemen, is certainly heightened. And this has a magical effect on the one that you really love here. And it shows a sacred union. It will be reborn, gentlemen. And love, is really the present moment. So, gentlemen, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that you guys are enjoying your birthday, or for those uh, that your birthday haven't come up yet, make sure you do enjoy yourself. I look forward to hearing your comments, like and share and subscribe. And if you need a more personal reading, you can contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Enjoy your day.